Hey, what's up guys? Yes, it's your man JB, and in this video I'm using this. It's the new Zinsser bin Aqua. Now I've got a small job to do. I've recently converted a really ugly looking shed into something that looks a little bit nicer. It's a little bit smaller and it actually looks similar in terms of shape and roof to my workshop here. Now this Zinsser bin Aqua is going to be absolutely perfect because it is a 4-in-1 primer, sealer, stain killer and odour blocker. Now the timber that I've got on the shed, some of it's new, some of it's old, some is stained, some is weathered, some has got knots, some has got sap marks down it. So it really is a combination of different states of wood, if you like. Now this Zinsser bin Aqua is meant to have the same trusted performance as the original Zinsser bin, which, as you probably know, is a solvent-based product. And the big question, which I know you're all going to be asking, is the water-based Zinsser bin going to be as good as the solvent-based Zinsser bin? Now I do want to get 2 coats of this on the shed today. It is a water-based system, which means it's quick drying. It's 25 minutes touch dry and 45 minutes recoat time. So I can get more done in a day, and I'm looking after the environment more because this only has trace elements of VOCs. Okay, let's quit your jibber jabber JB. Let's open this up and crack on. I would say the consistency is probably about right. It's not too runny and it's certainly not too thick. You can water this down, but in most cases it's not necessary. So I'm certainly not going to for this job. Now you can apply this using roller, brush or spray, airless spray. But because of the structure of this and with the paneling and the cladding, it's just easier to me to use a brush. So that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. This shed has been completely prepared, rubbed down, giving it a bit of a rub down, nice clean. So it's all ready to receive this. And I know I'm going on this previously primed surface at the moment, but that looks really good on there. Like the opacity of that, the coverage, really good. Now all this lot that I've just done here was already had some primer on it, where this is now new wood. So I'm really interested to see how well that's going to cover. As you can probably see, it's not doing a bad job at all. This timber isn't completely smooth, so that's why I'm having to dab the brush a lot. Not because I want a stipple effect. Now, to be honest, I was just a little concerned about painting over this screen. It has been rubbed down, it's been cleaned, but I'm just worried, particularly from past experience, that when I put a paint on top of this green is going to come straight through. I have already put it on a bit of the green timber on the other side, and I can tell you that it looks rather good. You would expect that green just to almost mix in with the white and give you a shade of green, but that really is just locking in the green on those boards. That is absolutely fantastic. So if it does it on a panel like this, imagine what it would do in things around the home. So I'm really excited about using this paint when I start getting out on my next job, particularly if I've got stains and all sorts to cover up. I know what I'm going to be using. Now, if you are familiar with Zinsser bin, the original Zinsser bin, the actual finish that this paint has given is not too dissimilar. It's not quite as shiny as the original bin, but it certainly does feel like a pretty tough surface now. Now, I've used the Bullseye 123, which is also a water-based primer sealer, but this does feel a lot smoother than that. Now, it's dried really well. It didn't take long at all. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put another coat on this part of the shed and these doors, because you can see, in terms of it being primed and sealed, I'm absolutely happy with that, but there are some dark areas come through, particularly on the doors here. So yeah, let's get a second coat on and that should look fantastic. But I think you'll agree, in terms of where these knots are and the green that was on it and any stains, there just isn't any. So I'm really confident that when that second coat's on, and definitely when the top coat's on and the shed's completely finished, it's going to look amazing. Now, any second coat of paint, it's always going to go on quicker and smoother because you've already coated the surface. And with this, there is no exception at all, because it's just, the second coat's just going on like a dream, and you can really see where it's turning the almost white painted sealed wood to completely white. It's absolutely awesome, and it's just not taking long at all, as you can see. So just looking at this part of the shed that was really green, and this is just after one coat, that has covered everything up so well. So let's go ahead, stick a second coat on, and that's going to look fantastic. What I can tell you is with the Bin Aqua, you can actually use this outside, where the original Zinsser bin you could only spot prime outside. So there's your first advantage, that you can use this as a complete sealer and primer on exterior surfaces. Right, that is now dry on that side, and that's had two coats, and I've got to say, it looks brilliant. There's no stains or anything come through, and that is always an issue when you're trying to cover up wood like this, particularly when it's really old and the knots are going to come through, water stains come through, the green might come through, but as you can see, 2 coats of the Zinsser Bin Aqua and you're laughing. So really happy with that. What I'm going to do just to finish off is just to put a small amount of the top coat paint on the bottom, just to see how it goes on and how it looks. So as I say, it's completely dry, so this should just go on really smoothly. We'll just do this bottom slat. So obviously one of the things that I'm looking for when this is all finished is that there is no stains coming through, obviously. And I think you'll agree that that looks really good. You can see the difference in colour, but no stains, nothing come through there. Fantastic. So there it is, guys. There's your Zinsser Bin Aqua Advanced Water-Based Primer Sealer, Stain Killer and Odour Blocker. Come on guys, let's start thinking water-based and look after the planet. See you on the next video.